Most people think they already know the whole story. The red hair. The voice that could fill a stadium and still sound like it was talking just to you. The smile that never seemed forced. But the real measure of her isn't the hits or the awards. It's how she kept walking forward when the ground dropped out from under her. More than once. That woman is Reba McEntire. She grew up on a cattle ranch in Oklahoma, the kind of place where you learned early that work doesn't wait for you to feel ready. Her daddy was a champion calf roper. Her mama taught the kids to sing harmony in the car on the long drives between rodeos. Reba and her siblings performed as the Singing McEntires. Nothing glamorous about it. Just dust, trailers, and learning how to hold a note while the world kept moving around you. In 1974, she sang the national anthem at the National Finals Rodeo. A country singer named Red Steagall heard her and told her she needed to get to Nashville. She did. The early years were slow and often thankless. She recorded, she toured the small rooms, she waited. A lot of artists fade in that stretch. She didn't. By the mid-'80s, the records started landing harder. Then the '90s turned her into something bigger than a country star. A brand, a presence, the woman people called the Queen of Country without irony. She sold tens of millions of records. She crossed over into television and held her own. She built businesses. On the surface, it looked like a straight climb. It wasn't. In 1987, her first marriage ended. She moved to Nashville fully and rebuilt. She married her manager, Narvel Blackstock, and for a long time they ran the empire together. They had a son. From the outside, it looked steady. Then in March 1991, 2 planes left for a show. One of them never made it. 7 members of her band and her road manager died when the plane hit a mountain near San Diego. She was on the other plane. The grief was public and private at the same time. She canceled shows. She stood in the silence. Then she went back to work. Not because it was easy, but because stopping felt worse. That stretch could have hardened her or broken her. Instead, it seemed to clarify something. She kept making music that still felt personal. She took the sitcom Reba and turned it into a long-running hit that showed a different side of her. Dry, funny, still unmistakably herself. She walked onto Broadway. She kept touring. When her second marriage ended after more than 2 decades, she didn't disappear into the drama. She kept showing up for the next thing. These days, she's still working, still recording, still acting, still that same unmistakable voice. She's older now, and she carries it without apology. The confidence people notice isn't the flashy kind. It's the kind that comes from having already survived the nights when the music couldn't fix anything. She's raised a son, watched the industry change around her, and never pretended the hard years didn't happen. Reba McEntire's story isn't about never falling. It's about what you do after the fall. From the ranch girl singing in the car, to the woman who buried friends and still walked back on stage, she keeps proving the same quiet thing. You can lose almost everything and still decide the next note is worth singing. That kind of staying power doesn't need a spotlight to prove itself. It just keeps going. And somehow, after all these years, it still feels like she's singing right to the people who need it most.